Most poultry farms don't fail because farmers lack money. They fail because they spend money in the wrong order. A farmer can invest the same amount of money as someone else and still lose everything simply because too much went into the wrong things. In this video, I'll show you a simple allocation framework that can help you decide exactly how much should go to feed, chicks, housing, health, and operating expenses before you spend a single dollar. The reality is that poultry farming is largely about planning and making allocation decisions. Every decision competes with another. The more money you spend in one area, the less money you have available for something else. That's why smart allocation is one of the most important skills a poultry farmer can develop. By the end of this video, you'll be able to look at any budget and determine what deserves the highest priority, how much should be allocated to it, and how the remaining resources should be distributed. A good poultry business plan starts with a simple shift in thinking. Instead of asking, "What can I afford to buy?" ask, "What deserves the highest priority?" That is a very different question. The goal is not simply to spend money. The goal is to allocate limited resources in a way that gives your birds the best chance to survive, stay healthy, perform well, and ultimately generate profit. Notice something important here. Profit comes last in that sequence, not first. Healthy birds produce good results. Productive birds generate revenue. Revenue creates profit. When farmers reverse that order and focus on profit first, they often make decisions that weaken the very foundation of the business. So before we start discussing percentages and allocations, we need to establish one guiding principle. Every spending decision should be judged by a simple question. Does this improve or protect the welfare, health, productivity, or survival of the birds? If the answer is yes, that area deserves serious consideration. If the answer is no, it may still be useful, but it probably doesn't belong at the top of the priority list when resources are limited. With that principle in mind, the next step is determining where the largest share of available resources should actually go. When people are asked to identify the most important asset in a poultry enterprise, many immediately point to the birds. That sounds logical because the business revolves around them. However, there is another way to look at it. A bird only becomes productive when it receives the nutrients required to maintain health, support growth, and produce meat or eggs. Without proper nutrition, a bird is simply carrying unrealized potential. This is why the largest share of available resources should be allocated to feed. As a practical rule, about 50% of your total startup budget should be reserved for feed, especially if you do not have another reliable source of income to support the business during the production cycle. Feed deserves the highest allocation because it influences almost every important performance indicator in the enterprise. Growth rate, egg production, feed conversion efficiency, disease resistance, and overall flock performance are all closely tied to nutrition. So instead of starting by asking, "How many birds can I buy?" start by asking, "How much feed can I afford to provide?" Take approximately 50% of your available capital and calculate how much feed that amount can purchase. Then determine how many birds that feed can sustain from day one until the birds begin generating income. For layers, this means up to the point where egg sales can comfortably cover daily operating costs. For broilers, it means from day one until market age and sale. When you work through those numbers, you will often discover something interesting. In many cases, the birds themselves account for only about 13% of the total startup budget and sometimes even less. Many people are surprised by this. They expect birds to consume the largest share of the budget because the business revolves around them. However, purchasing birds is the easy part. Feeding them, housing them, protecting them, and managing them properly is the difficult part. A poultry business does not become profitable because it starts with more birds. It becomes profitable because it starts with birds that can be properly supported. At this stage, approximately 63% of the total budget has been allocated, with 50% going to feed and about 13% going to the birds themselves. That leaves roughly 37% of the budget available for everything else. Now that the feed requirement has determined the appropriate flock size, the next question becomes what kind of housing and equipment are needed to support those birds. As a general guideline, about 25% of the total budget should be allocated to housing and essential equipment. This brings the total allocated budget to approximately 88%, leaving about 12% remaining. Notice the wording carefully. This allocation is not for construction alone. It is for creating an environment that allows birds to remain comfortable, healthy, and productive. The purpose of housing is not to impress visitors. The purpose of housing is to protect birds from conditions that reduce productivity or threaten survival. A poultry house should therefore be judged by how well it manages risks such as heat stress, poor ventilation, overcrowding, predators, and disease exposure, not by how expensive or attractive it looks. When resources are limited, avoid locking too much money into infrastructure before the production system has proven itself. Growth should be driven by successful flock performance rather than by expensive construction projects. In many cases, it is better to start with housing that adequately meets the bird's needs and improve it gradually as the business grows stronger and generates its own cash flow. After nutrition, birds, and housing have been secured, the next question becomes very simple. How can the flock be protected? Approximately 5% of available resources should be allocated to health management and biosecurity. This brings the total allocated budget to about 93%, leaving roughly 7% remaining. Biosecurity often feels invisible. Unlike a poultry house, it cannot be proudly displayed, yet it quietly protects every investment already made in the business. This is why a poultry business plan should not view health management as an optional expense. It should be viewed as insurance for the entire operation. Resources in this category support vaccination programs, sanitation procedures, clean water management, disease monitoring, visitor control, and the daily practices that reduce the likelihood of disease entering the farm. Many farmers allocate resources for treatment, but very little for prevention. They are prepared to buy medicines after birds become sick, but invest little in preventing sickness from occurring in the first place. Unfortunately, that approach usually ends up costing more. Prevention is often less expensive and far more effective. There is another reason this category deserves serious attention. Healthy birds convert feed more efficiently. Remember that feed received the largest allocation because it drives production. However, the value of that investment is reduced when disease interferes with the bird's ability to utilize nutrients properly. In other words, feed and health management work together. One supports production while the other protects it. At this point, only about 7% of the budget remains. This final portion should be reserved for essential operating expenses that keep the business functioning smoothly. Depending on the size of the operation, this may include labor, transport, utilities such as water and electricity, record keeping, communication costs, and a small contingency reserve for unexpected expenses. These items may not receive much attention, but they play an important supporting role in the success of the enterprise. With that final allocation, the entire budget has now been assigned. And that brings us back to the question asked at the beginning. Given limited resources, what deserves the highest priority in a poultry enterprise? Many people start with housing and equipment, then purchase birds, and only later begin worrying about feed. That approach can work for farmers who have a reliable source of income outside the poultry business and can continue injecting money whenever the need arises. However, if you are starting with a fixed amount of savings and intend to rely primarily on that money, a different approach is usually safer. Start with feed. Let the feed budget determine the number of birds you can responsibly keep. Let the flock size determine the housing requirements. Then protect those investments through proper health management and biosecurity before allocating the remaining funds to essential operating expenses. The highest priorities are not the birds themselves, but the systems that allow those birds to remain healthy, productive, and profitable over time. When resources are allocated according to that principle, profit becomes a consequence of good planning rather than the result of guesswork. The most successful poultry businesses are rarely built by the people who spend the most money. They are built by the people who understand what deserves priority and who have the discipline to allocate their resources accordingly. So if I was starting with a fixed amount of money today, my allocation would look roughly like this: 50% feed, 13% birds, 25% housing and equipment, 5% health and biosecurity, and 7% for operating expenses and emergencies. If you found this framework useful, consider subscribing for more practical poultry farming content. And if you'd like tools and resources to help you plan and manage your poultry business, you'll find links to my poultry toolkits and other resources in the description below. Finally, if you're ready to take the next step, check out the video on your screen. It builds on what we've discussed today and will help you make even better decisions for your poultry enterprise. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.